Okay, first question, first part, this is your Unit 2 review. Solve without a calculator, use your number line. Okay, so number 1, -5 plus 2. -5 is where we start at, okay, that's your starting. And we have a plus after it, and it's a positive number, so it would go to the right. We don't change anything about it. So -5 forward 2, 1, 2. That's -3. Okay, number 2, 1 minus 8. So I'm starting at 1, positive 1, right there. But there's a minus after it, okay? So I want to make the minus into a plus and the number after it opposite, which would be -8, okay? So when I'm adding a negative, I go to the left 8. So I start at 1, I go left 8. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm at -7. So 1 minus 8 equals -7. Number 3, -6 plus -2. So I know I'm starting at -6, and I have the plus sign, so I don't have to do this wall crap. Okay, if there's a plus right after it, you're good to go. You're adding -2, so you're going 2 units to the left. So -6, 2 to the left, 1, 2. So equals -8. -6 plus -2 equals -8. Okay, -2 minus 5. So we start at -2, but there's a minus right after it. So plus, and the 5 would be negative, which means I now know I'm going to the left. So -2 plus -5. So -2, 5 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's -7. Okay, number 5, 7 plus -5. So you start at 7, and we have a plus after it, so I know immediately I don't have to change it. I know I'm adding a negative, so I go to the left 5. So I start at 7, go left 5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. So 2. Number 6, 3 minus 7. So we're starting at 3, positive 3, and then there's a minus after it, so I go plus, negative, and I'm going 7 to the left, okay? So 3, 7, negative, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'll be -4. -4 plus -3, okay? So you start at -4. Then we have a plus sign, so that's good. I'm fine with a plus sign. A -3 means I go 3 to the left. So 1, 2, 3. 8, -5 minus 2. So you start at -5. Then there's a minus after it, so I make it a plus, and the 2 after it becomes the opposite, which is -2. Okay? So, since it's -2, I go 2 to the left. So -5, 2 to the left, 1, 2. So -7. Okay, now you can start using a calculator. Okay? Substitute, then evaluate. Number 9, okay? 5x minus xy, x equals -4, y equals 3. So, what you need to do, since you're given replacements for your x and y, you parenthesize your variables and now empty your parentheses. So you have 5 parentheses minus parentheses parentheses, okay? So x is -4, x is -4, y is 3. Now before I go into my order of operations, we need to put times dots where they need to go. So when I have this parentheses and a number outside, that means times, okay? 5 times -4. When we have these two parentheses back to back, that also means times, okay? So again, I'm going to simplify my explanation a little bit. Put your times dots, number right outside the parentheses with no sign is a times, and parentheses together is a times. Now, so you got your times dots. Now, if there is a minus, okay, outside the parentheses or inside, okay, anything. So here's what this says. After you put the times dots, read it. 5 times -4 minus -4 times 3. 5 times -4 minus -4 times 3. I said minus right here, so I make it plus, and the number right after it, the opposite of -4 is +4. Now we're ready to roll. Parentheses, you have them, but there's just one number inside of each. Multiplication, here and here. So 5 times -4 is -20, plus 4 times 3 is 12. Division, we don't have any, okay? Addition, -20 plus 12 is -8. You can use a calculator for that, okay? -20 plus 12. You can use a calculator to multiply too. Okay, number 10. 3x plus xy. X equals -5, y equals 2. So you need to parenthesize each variable separately. Empty. So x -5, x -5, and y is 2. Okay, now that means put in your multiplication operators, okay? So, number right in front of the parentheses with no signs, times, okay? The parentheses together right there is times. These are not times because there's a plus sign between them, okay? Now I'm going to read that problem. You tell me if I ever say the word minus. 3 times -5 plus -5 times 2. So I'm going to put dots and then minus question mark. 3 times -5 plus -5 times 2. 3 times -5 plus -5 times 2. I never said the word minus, okay, so we don't have to deal with that problem. So parentheses, multiplication, division, addition. So parentheses, you just have one number inside, so that's done. Multiplication, here and here. So 3 times -5, use a calculator if you need it, -15, plus -5 times 2 is -10. Division, we don't have any, okay? Then adding, yeah, -15 plus -10 is -25. That is how you do substitution. So get the numbers in the for the letters. Put dots. Remember, it's a dot if you have a number sitting outside of parentheses or two parentheses just right together. Okay, number 11. Simplify. This time you're not given anything to put in for the letters. We have -7x minus 4 plus 5x plus 6. Okay, any multiplication dots you need? Well, I don't have any parentheses, so I'm probably not going to need any multiplication dots. Okay. Now, because we can't put numbers in, so I put dots. I don't need any. Okay. And then minus question mark. Okay. I'm going to read that problem. -7x minus 4 plus 5x plus 6. -7x minus 4 plus 5x plus 6. I said the word minus right here. So that'd be plus, and the 4 is now a negative. Okay. Now we're ready to roll. Parentheses, multiplication, division, addition. There are no parentheses. There are no multiplication. I'm going to quit putting that dot with the x. Okay, it's a waste of time. Okay, because it just goes back to the number with x. Division, okay? Nope, doing division. Okay, addition. Now remember how to do this. You write x down. Go find the numbers that can attach to the front of the x's and add those. So negative 7 plus 5 is negative 2. Then the numbers without x's, negative 4 and 6. So I write plus after I'm done with the x's. Negative 4 plus 6, that's 2. And that takes me to the end. I'm done. I can't add these because that's x, that's not. Okay, number 12. Negative 2 parentheses 5x minus 7. We're not putting anything in for x, okay? So I do my dots and minus question mark. Okay, when I have a number outside of parentheses, that means times, okay? So that's the only place we have a dot. I'm not going to be putting a dot here, okay? That's kind of dumb because we don't have anything for x. We'll just leave it as 5x because I think I'm confusing people when I do that. Minus, now I'm going to read this. Negative 2 times parentheses 5x minus 7. Negative 2 times parentheses 5x minus 7. I said minus right here, so that's plus negative 7. Now we roll. Parentheses, multiplication, division, addition. Okay, so parentheses, you have them, but with that x there, we can't do anything inside of it, so check it off. Multiplication here, you got to come over the top. First off, you're going to make your rainbows, but circle the plus, because that separates it. So I write negative 2 down twice, okay, off to the side. I'll be taking it times 5x, and then I'll be taking it times negative 7. So negative 2 times 5x is going to be negative 10x. Plus negative 2 times negative 7 is 14. And now the multiplication is done. There is no division. Now addition, x, what do you have multiplied by x? Just negative 10. What do you have not multiplied by x? The 14. Okay, and that's simplified. When I get to the end, simplify. Okay, number 13. Negative 5, parentheses 2x minus 1 plus 5x. Okay, I can't put anything in for the x's. Okay, so dots. Yep, need a dot there, and then nowhere else. Okay. Then minus. Now let's read the problem. Negative 5 times 2x minus 1 plus 5x. Negative 5 times parentheses 2x minus 1 plus 5x. I said minus right here, so plus, and we switch our 1 to negative, so it's negative 1. Okay. Now I'm ready to roll. Parentheses, multiplication, division, addition. Parentheses, I cannot simplify that with the x in there. Okay, so check. Multiplication, well, you have a dot with an outside factor, so you distribute. You want to circle your plus first. Negative 5 to 2x and negative 5 to negative 1. So first I times it by 2x, then I go after the plus sign, negative 1. So negative 5 times 2 is negative 10 with x, okay, that times that, and then I write plus, because the plus ain't going anywhere. Negative 5 times negative 1 is 5. Now, you're not quite done. You need to cross out the parentheses and the number outside, because we have to put plus 5x after the problem. That doesn't just go away. The parentheses and that are gone, but we still have the plus 5x. There's no division. Now x, what numbers are multiplied by x? Negative 10, positive 5. So I add negative 10 plus 5. Negative 5, okay. Then plus the 5. That's it. number 14. 8x minus 4, negative 2. Okay. So dots, no, I don't think I'm going to have any dots in this problem. Okay, there's no parentheses that I would place a dot. Okay, minus. Now let's talk about the top. It says 8x minus 4. I said minus, so plus, negative. And then we say divided by negative 2. Okay, divided by negative 2. So the minus is gone. Now I'm ready to rock and roll. Division, addition. Parentheses, do not have any. Multiplication, do not have any. Division, okay, that line means division, okay? But we have to divide two things, because see, negative 2 is a divisor, but we have two different things on top. So divide by, divide by. Put your negative 2 after each division, okay? And you're going to put 8x, and then go after your plus sign, you put negative 4. So 8 divided by negative 2 is negative 4 with x, plus negative 4 divided by negative 2 is 2. Okay? Now addition. X, you just have the negative 4. Numbers without, not multiply, not with an x factor, 2. Okay. Okay, then story problems, number 15. Elevation changes from negative 300 feet to negative 100 feet. Find the change in elevation. So it says change in feet. Okay. Change means subtraction. That's how we find change between units, between one unit. Okay. So you ended up at negative 100. You started at negative 300. So minus, you punch that into the calculator, or you can go plus, and the opposite of that's plus. So negative 100 plus 300. That's a change of 200 feet. Number 16. Over a time of 4 weeks, I earned $460. What's my dollars per week rate? So what am I earning per week? Per means divided by, okay? So it's the money divided by the weeks. So the money, we have $460 divided by the weeks, 4. And that's all I do to find the dollars per week. Okay? So it's $115. 17. An eagle starts flying at 42 feet. It flies upward 144 feet, downward 126 feet, upward 25 feet, and downward 65 feet. How many feet is the eagle currently flying? So feet equals, okay. So what's he start at? What feet do we have to start with? 42. Then he goes upward, so that's adding 144. Then he goes downward, minus 126. Then he goes upward, 25. Then he goes downward, so that's minus 65. I just simply calculate that. 42 plus 144 minus 126 plus 25 minus 65. I got 20. Okay, so 20 feet. Okay, and then number 18. I have $150 in my wallet. The money goes down in value by $5 per day. How much will I have in my wallet after 25 days? So you're finding the dollars and you know what you started with, but then there's another unit that it's dependent upon, days. So that's when you want to make your boxes, and I have that in bold to kind of clue you in on that, okay, with the table. So you got dollars and days highlighted in that problem. So which one keeps track of time? Seconds, minutes, hours, months, years. Well, I think days is the one that keeps track of time. That's X and then Y. So per. dollars per day. Okay, the rate in the dollars per day is $5, and it's down, so it's 5 times x. We just need to make it negative. Make your XY table. So x is days, y is dollars. 0, 1, 2. So we started at $150, then we start adding -5, which takes it down 5. So 150 plus -5 is 145. Add -5 the second day, you're at 140. Okay. So on my ladder, I start at 150. Then I'm adding -5 times x equals y. Okay, so we have 150 plus -5 times x equals y. And now I'm going to solve for the y down here. Okay. So 25 days. So it says 25 days, so we need to put 25 in the x. So x equals 25. So I parenthesize the x, just like I normally do when I put a number in for a letter. Equals y, 25. Okay. So y is over here. So you have 150, and the dot's there for you. Okay. I don't think I'm going to say the word minus either. 150 plus -5 times 25. The dot's there. We're not saying minus, so we're ready to roll. So the parentheses I don't do anything about. I do multiply this. So, okay. So -5 times 25. -125. Then I add, I take 150 plus -125. I got 25, so he's going to have $25 after 25 days. Okay. Just worked out that way by dumb luck, kind of. Okay.